Quigley, he's a member of the House Intelligence Committee, and Mika Ouyang is director of the National Security Program at Third Way and a former staffer on the Intelligence Committee. Congressman, let's just try to recall before our heads get fogged up by what's coming from the White House. It's very clear that getting up at dawn in Mar-a-Lago around 6 in the morning, Donald Trump, President of the United States, tweeted that President Obama, a sick President Obama, had him wiretapped during the campaign at Trump Tower. Despite all the smoke of the last couple of days from Nunes, your chair, none of that has been challenged. None of that has been conflicted with. That all stands as his ridiculous claim that he cannot back up. How do you stand?
This is a two-pronged campaign of obstruction and distraction. It began with that tweet, I suspect, after he read something in Breitbart. And I think the second element of that was what you saw yesterday with Chairman Nunes, is an attempt to distract from what is obvious, that there was no wiretapping. And to what Mr. Spicer said today, that they should investigate this, I don't believe the chairman suggested that anything in his undocumented allegation was illegal. He was talking about the possibility of incidental collection. So I'm not sure why anyone would investigate that. They want to investigate why we need a distraction.
Do you think Mr. Nunes can conduct a bipartisan or nonpartisan investigation of anything now, having shown his loyalty to the White House in the way he did yesterday?
Well, it makes it far more difficult for him because he has to overcome this assumption that he's got a different master than the one as chairman of this important investigation. I have to be fair. The first 2 years that I've served with him, he has been a good chairman. He's run his meetings very well. Ever since Mr. Trump has become president, though, unfortunately, it's been a different story.
You know, there's a civics lesson we all are lucky enough to get in high school if we go to a good school and get a decent civics course, which is harder to do these days, and you understand something called checks and balances. It's the job of Congress not to obey the president, but to watch him and to make sure he does the job of running the executive branch. Does Nunes know that?
Well,
or does he think his job is to play St. Bernard to the president when he's in trouble?
Well, unfortunately, this comes on the heels of Mr. Comey announcing that there's an investigation involving the Trump campaign and the Russians. So this becomes at the worst possible time. I can't stress enough. This is the most important investigation of a president in our history since Watergate. The person investigating it has to be of an open mind and has to understand that he cannot serve the president. He's a member of Congress.
Where's your district, sir?
Think Wrigley Field, north side of Chicago, western suburbs.
Rosty's old seat. Good for you.
Absolutely.
That's the place you drive with all the nice Polish churches on the way from the airport. Thank you.